Hey Sneak Peekers, this is Courtney Eckert here on the red carpet of My Blind Brother. We have some exclusive interviews coming up with members of the cast and the director, so be sure to check it out.
You know, the short was darker. It was just a kind of two-hander about the brothers. This is a kind of more morally complex. It's more romantic and learning about how to make a feature. I mean, it's a very different beast. And it's something very few people get the opportunity to do, so that was kind of awesome.
What has been your favorite part in seeing it change from a short film to a feature film?
You know, getting the opportunity to work with really great actors. I had to get cast. I had to get interesting people who people were wanting to come and see. And then I got Adam first, and then Nick and Jenny I got together on the same day, and I was like, yeah! Woohoo!
So in this film, your character is trapped in a love triangle. In real life, which one would you choose?
Oh, in real life, which one would I choose? Well, I would say like Kelly Taylor on the first iteration of 90210, I would choose myself.
So I know that in the short film, your character is a little bit different. What changes can the audience expect to see in the feature film?
Yeah, I mean, in the short film, my character really wasn't developed at all. It was really about the brothers. I think, the character that I play in the movie is a complicated woman who is a narcissist who is uncomfortable with her narcissism and also wants to satisfy her needs. The way I approach most of the stuff I do is to just really feel it and floor it. Yeah.
So this film is a lot more comedic and lighthearted than the original. How do you think that adds to it?
Well, I think it's helpful to have, in these kinds of movies, movies that have some real dramatic elements and some real comedic elements. I think that's kind of what life is like. In very sad moments, there are funny things that happen and vice versa. And it seemed like, you have Adam and Jenny and I and Zoe and I feel like you've got these people who can kind of do a little bit of comedy and also the dramatic stuff. So it felt like a fun way to tell a story.
Yeah, and your character has so many layers. He's compassionate, but also kind of resentful. How do you prepare for a role like that?
What I draw on is my life. Which I'm both being sarcastic about, but also serious. We're all like petty and resentful and selfish and compassionate and giving, and so it was not hard to sort of lock into a guy who has his brother who's blind and who he loves and also feels guilty about that he's sighted and his brother isn't, and so he takes a lot of shit for it, but he's also quite resentful of it. I think it makes sense.
In the writing process, she realized that Rose, Jenny's character, needed a confidant, which is what my character Francie sort of does for her. She's also kind of like the voice of reason in the strange love triangle that they're embroiled in. I really just wanted to work with these people, so it was kind of a no-brainer for me, but it wasn't like a very hard role for me to play. I just sort of like leapt in.